Okay, everyone, I am back now. Let's see, I do want to go into screen sharing right here, and we'll pull up our drawing. One of the things that I did, and now that we've sort of given it the parameters here, we do want to go into use our parcel tool. One of the things I just want to kind of keep this so it's an area there where you can still sort of see it, but yet know what we're doing here. I'm going to start out here by going into our parcel creation tools. And in this situation, rather than creating from an object like we did last time, we're going to create from the parcel creation tools. I'll start with parcel creation tools. And I am going to start out here with our parcel creation tools, and I click right here. And if you'll notice, what I want to do here is I want to work on the site is going to be block 1. We also want property lines here accordingly. I also want to say that right here, it's going to be put in on C-prop. There's my C-prop line. Now, if you'll remember on the last one, this was checked off, and I said that it would have parcel name here. What I want to do is I want to have parcel name, square footage, and acreage on each of my lots. I also want to come over here, and last time I had not put this one on here, but what this one is the toggle for, or the labels, styles for both the bearings and distances on the tangents or straight lines. And then we have the curve information on the curved lines. So I'm going to come over and say, I do want that on this time. So I'm going to say, automatically add that to all the line segments. So I say okay to that. Now saying that, it looks like I'm ready to go. What I need to do now is come up here, and I want to go through and say, how do I want my line to come in here? So in the separation of these lots, I want them to separate by lines going up and down. So I'm going to use what's called the slide line process to create this. The swing line process would mean we want to keep the line hinged at one place and keep swinging the line. This particular parcel doesn't set itself up for that. So I'm going to say use the slide line process. I click that, and then as soon as I do that, notice my dialog box goes here and it says select the parcel in which I want to do this. I am going to now select over here in this area that parcel that I did, and it selected the larger area. Now the next thing it says is to set my starting point or my starting frontage. I'm going to set this over here, and it says, where do I want to start my lots, or on what frontage? Well, I'd like to start at the beginning of these lot lines here, and I'd like to go this way. The minute I click right there, I'm going to say I want my lots to run accordingly this way, all the way down here, and I would want my lots to run to somewhere, or my lot frontages to run to somewhere right in there. Notice that there's a bold line there that says that is what I want, and that is in the direction I want my lots to go, beginning with the lower number up here, and as they increase going down here. Now, simply by hitting an enter, I have just run through, and I have cut this into 1.5 acre lots across here, utilizing the space in between. Now, at this time, it's in a do I really want to accept them mode. You look at the accept the results. If you didn't like the results at this time, you could go back, edit some of your properties right here, or you could edit some of the features here and go on. At this time, I'm just simply going to say yes to that, and you will see right there. Now, what had happened up here, where originally had our overall 16 acres, is now gone, and it has changed this all into lots. Now it is ready to subdivide another parcel. In our situation, we don't have that, so I'm going to hit escape for that, and I'm going to exit for that, exit for this. So I'm out of that, and I want to show you all our parcel. At this time, I do want to go back up into our layer properties here, and if you remember, I had set up this road trials parcel right here. I want to close that off just because we're getting a few too many lines here, and it's getting a little hard to follow. But what I'd like to do is call to your attention there is our lots. And notice right here, here's our first lot. It's 1.52 acres. There's my square footage, and our lots go all the way here around and through the end, and they have used up that entire parcel. So we have taken block 1 and now created block 1 into parcels along the way. That would be time where we could do some editing, we could do some changing the features of it. You will also notice up here that our lots have been labeled. Each of them have a bearing and a distance attached with it. Of course, you notice that this would be something that wouldn't be acceptable by our standards because we'd want to change or edit our text. That is something that we could have done in the style, in the changing of the style initially, or we can come to and do it after. But we have just created a series of lots using Civil 3D. So thank you, and we will end it. We will end it right there. I know she did.